Greetings, sending you all some warm, positive vibrations. This is Body Culinary. And I wanted to stop in today to just share how I am moisturizing my oil free hair, my very fine, kinky, cottony hair in between water or rinsing. So I've been water rinsing for a while. My shampoo kind of fell off. So I wasn't using it that frequently. Well, I've gone through periods of initially where I used it a lot because I like to bathe because it's very soothing to me. However, it is kindly naturally kind of fallen away. So because there are no products in it, no oil, no nothing, I don't really get buildup. I do, however, like to wash and to cleanse, and rinsing my hair with water is quite soothing. So I'm feeling my hair. It's a very organic process, or tuning in just as you would with your body, of tuning into your hair to see how it feels. So today it's never dry in terms in the context of brittle. However, it's feeling a little bit drier, and when I ran my hand down, I saw over the sink, I saw a little bit of broken, pieces. There's always natural shedding. However, for me at this point, I know, my hair could use a little so-called moisture. Now, being that there's no oil inside the hair, it's going to dry very quickly. So rather than just moisturize with water, I like to find living water. I find there's a difference between living water and water coming out of the faucet. So if you're interested in this conversation, stay tuned. I'm Body Culinary, professional chef, personal trainer, natural born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. Mother, love of a natural lifestyle, or as close as I can get to it in these times that we're living in. And on this channel, I share some of my journey of radical self acceptance, of celebrating and appreciating the features that I was divinely assigned at birth, rocking with what I've got, which is actually very, very fine, delicate, kinky Afro textured hair. And I'm quite frankly not interested in a bunch of products for me. I'm going to share my journey, and yours may look a little different. So, a lot of products and too much stuff, I find it cumbersome. I find it tedious. It's a bit much for me. So, I like simplicity and to trade off the time, energy, and resources that I was spending on my hair to do some other things, right? Like the 3 lifestyle practices that I love and that I encourage in this channel: garden therapy, a personal movement practice, and peaceful consumption. So that's what I'm sharing here. If you like this kind of content, feel free, if you like, to subscribe, perhaps share the channel with someone who you think might benefit. Yeah, and give it a like. Also, do be aware that I do share several offerings and resources that I have, and you can find them. I actually add, there's some links to them over in the comment section, and you're always welcome to comment respectfully. As long as we're respectful, we can always have a conversation, because I don't have the only perspective. And so there is natural beauty, no products, right? As well as Whole Living Foods in the Hood. So Whole Living Foods in the Hood is a guide for those interested in embracing whole, fresh living, unprocessed foods based on plants as a lifestyle. It is vegan, it is raw. I like to say living foods because I have found that the meanings and the principles have more staying power and provide for more clarity than just calling myself a label. So you may find what your sweet spot is or other things that you want to add to it as you like. However, in the book, I am showing and sharing how over all of these years, well over a decade, 12 or maybe more than 13 years of eating living foods, and different menus, different shopping plans, what I got at the wholesalers by the case, what I got at the food co-op, what I got at the farmer's market, what I got at the fruit and vegetable stand. You can see exactly what I've purchased and pictures of the meals that I've been preparing, because I quite often work in different types of, I do different types of work that requires me to be up very early and on the road. So it's really a lifestyle, and it can perhaps, I think, shorten your learning curve, right? Because I know for me, I'm not interested in being on a diet whole straw. I just want to find a way that I can eat that's sustainable. And I'm very, very grateful, because I was a junk food addict, and that was not going to end too well. And also, as a person that's had a lot of acne and hyperpigmentation, I tried everything natural and unnatural, and it was really my movement practice as well as the whole fresh living foods that cleared up my skin. Not any products, not even those from the health food store. So I do put food on my face. I put food is my product. So that's what I'm putting primarily first on the inside, right? So that my cells and my organs all get that hit of that fresh, whole, unprocessed nutrition. And then if I can't eat it, I don't put it onto my skin. I will massage with cold pressed coconut oil or olive oil, stuff that most people are putting into their food. That's what I'm massaging with, and I'm also actually putting the fresh food that I'm paying all that money for. I'm putting that also on the outside of my face. So you can avail yourself of those things as well as take advantage of the raw vegan cakes workshop. So you have some things to look forward to. I think it's really important that we have something to look forward to, so that our lifestyle is fun. That is one of my secret weapons. Let's see, there's raw vegan cakes. There's healthy eating seminar plant-based for men. There's several resources, and you're welcome to come out to join my movement practice, Hit It and Quit It, Monday through Thursday for Flower Fit. You can reach out to me at info@body-culinary.com as well as bodyculinary.com. If you'd also would like to get an application to Flower Fit community coaching, ongoing coaching and community. So that is life coaching. I've had a lot of young women ask me a lot of questions and for some type of guidance. So I'm not a therapist. However, I've been on the planet for a while, so I can share some of my wisdom that can perhaps, again, shorten your learning curve. And then always, I like to come together around an activity. So those activities will center around, and you'll be coached around effective and efficient nutrition, your garden, starting your garden, or cultivating your garden, and your personal movement practice. This is the lifestyle, as well as learning about what's inside of all of these foods, right? Comprehensive nutrition. This is a lifestyle. All right. So that being said, let's see, what am I blocking today? If you ever see any of these funny, what does it say? Alberto Hodra. It says boom dot today. Whenever you see those funny little tags, those are usually bots and trolls. So feel free to block them, because there's some folks trying to steal your image and get off whatever kind of energy. So we just ignore those and block them if you ever see them on your channel. All right, so how I'm moisturizing my hair in between the water washing. So I just pulled some nopales out of the yard. I use all of them except for one. So I know you want to be careful not to get, is a variety that has a little like tiny spikes, almost like the spikes that feel almost like splinters. You want the ones that are very smooth. And even though this is smooth, you're still going to scrape it with a knife. So this is nopales that I just used. And I just made a nopales gel. So it's very, very viscous, right? It's very viscous. So that's what I'm using. And I'm also using the plant milk bag, which I love. I use this, you can juice without a juicer. I like to keep things. I have fancy toys, but I love hand tools and doing things very simply by hand. So this has a lot of mucilage, and this is easy to wash out. This is like, kind of has a mucilage in it, which is slip for the hair, right? It has some slip. So I find it's very soothing. Now, this today, I have aloe out in the yard that I'll alternate sometimes too. Rather than just making this a thick gel, I move this a bit more liquid to make it a bit more on the juice side. If you make your gel too thick, then when it dries, sometimes you can have, it'll flake. And it can look like you have pieces of dandruff in your hair. So everything gets caught inside of this hair. So what I did was just put some of the nopales, and I do have a video on this channel sharing how I'm making the nopales gel. And I really, I think it's great when we can pull most of the things that we want to luxuriate ourselves from the yard. That way, you know exactly what's in your stuff. It's sustainable. It's an opportunity, and it's encouragement. It gives you a reason to go out into the garden. And I swear to you, putting your hands inside of the soil for something to eat and something to luxuriate yourself with, it activates a calm. It activates a certain type of intelligence, and it puts us in tune. It makes us start to notice cycles, what's going on. The plants and the little creatures and the ants and the birds, it's a communication. It's giving us a certain type of information and clicking on certain intelligences, right? Things that we don't normally notice. All right, so here's the gel. I simply put, right? So I made it, it can get really, really thick, even thicker than, and here go these trolls again. Boom dot today. I'm gonna have to block them again. Block these users. Whew. What is it with these folks in these different countries? Unfortunately, I'm coming from European countries trying to steal my image, not my little image, my Afro image. They're coming for energy. No, block. So what I'm doing is I'm just soothing it. So I made this a little more liquidy, so it's more like going into the juice side than just gel. And I just put some, sometimes I keep it in a bottle in the refrigerator. So I just made this quickly. So I literally just took this. And I mentioned before, I have my hair is whether that's low porosity or high porosity, whatever it is, usually liquids will sit right on top of my hair. So I simply just smooth it into my hair, right? So with no products at oil at all, with no products, my scalp feels fantastic. So I'm just focusing, I'm just smoothing this onto the hair. And if I just smooth it on, then it absorbs into my hair. Now it will dry, but I find it's like, oh, it feels like a nice balance of moisture. So it's different than just putting water on my hair, right? Water from the tap, which there is chlorine, and I think that is a big part of what's drying the hair out. So I just put it in my hands. Look how complicated this is. And I'm just smoothing it onto my hair, right? So I know exactly what's in it. This is nopales. If you don't have nopales, you can get it from the international market or from any place where there are Mexican products. Right, I'm just smoothing that onto my hair, and it smooths right down. Now, as somebody with a very fine, a delicate hairline, again, my hair is very, very delicate, and I've been doing trims periodically. So, eventually, some of these were 2, 3, 4 locks, right? These are Congo. I don't really have Congo Nazis, right? So my hair is very, very fine. More than likely, I've trimmed a whole lot. All of this is going to be cut or break off, and I'm okay with it, right? So, but it's a process, and I can see exactly what's going to happen. Look, this was like 4 locks. So, in order for it to have a how you say a good foundation, because this is delicate, because my hair is so fine and delicate, I'm like, maybe with sister locks it would have all been broken off, right? So, in order to protect my hairline, I don't touch it. I leave it alone. So I'm not doing all the toothbrush. That was back in high school, junior high school. I need simplicity, and I'm not into forcing my hair to do something that it doesn't do. Now, don't get me wrong; it's very, very creative. I used to rock some little hair grease and a toothbrush, but right now I'm into the simplicity. So I just take that. This is all I'm doing. I'm just taking it and smoothing it down. You know how come when you're exercising, it sweats and you get your baby hair, but this is more natural. So too much messing with the hairline, and I won't have a hairline. I got a little piece of nopales in there. You can't see. Yeah, so a little piece in there. But I want hair have a hairline. This hair and skin has communicated countless times. It does not like to be messed with. And I'm all about preservation. I'm in full acceptance. This body, even with the best care, is going to age. Things are going to sag. I'm about embracing it because I think that is contributing to mental illness, fighting natural processes. If anything, prevention is better than cure. So a big part of my health care, in contrast to medical care that has its place, is healthcare. Prevention is better than cure. So you want to be very well preserved. That's your movement practice. That's your sleep. That's eating real food. That's not overstuffing ourselves and taxing our organs because it's too much work when we're putting heavy foods, substances masquerading as foods. I know it's a party in your mouth, but there's substances that are masquerading as foods. And our cells know the difference. Our cells know what swallowing down plastic and colorings and artificial flavorings. A lot of us are walking around with a lot of water retention and don't realize it. So I like to keep things very simple. So that's it, right? I'm just I just took this out, the nopales gel, and this is what I'm doing in between the water washing. So I can't water rinse every day, right? Or who knows? I'm just feeling it, and it felt like it could use a little something. So we can look on other people's channels, but ultimately you'll have to feel your body, feel your hair, feel your skin. I know for me, when my skin was looking like the sidewalk with all the white heads, black heads, and cystic acne, by society standards, I wanted to put on some makeup, but just intuitively I knew, like, you're trying to get your liver is spitting out old fat and toxins and all that crap recreational eating you were partaking in, and it's trying to get out, it's working to get out, and you're putting paste on top of it. So stop. That was my experience. So I just went through whatever the internal dialogue and negative dialogue or internal judgments, and I just sat with it because I know and trust my body knows what to do when I give it high quality octane fuel. Plants it can recognize. There's a lot, all the ALAs and the omega-3s and 6s, you can actually get that stuff from the plant kingdom. However, you will have to choose what that is for you, right? So that's what we're doing today. Real simple is what kind of moisture am I doing? It will dry, but it feels, it just feels different. So this is just with the nopales. It's not soaking wet. So today I did not wash it in the shower. I'm just giving a little smootheration with the nopales or cactus, right? Nopales is cactus, right? Not the sticky ones that jack you up, but it's just cactus juice / gel, a light gel, right? And it can get just as gelatinous as okra or as aloe, and you can make it very easily inside your own kitchen. So that is what I'm using for moisture. I don't know if you call it high porosity. Someone let me know. Do you call it high porosity or low porosity when water and liquid sits right on top of your hair, right? But just massaging it, and that's it. Easy breezy, cover girl. Yeah, we got other stuff to do. I have other things to do. I'm not interested in being a slave to hair and makeup. I know what that's like. I've worked in professions where I had to wear a lot of makeup and heels, and that stuff is cute, but I got places to go. I'm trying to get down the street, so I need, functional sexy. I like to call it sexy mommy. You got a stroller, you got some stuff from the health food store on the bars and handlebars on your bike. I have places to go, so I need to get down the street. There's time for all that other playful expression. So let me know if this is helpful to you, or if you let me know in the comments. Have you tried nopales yet? Can you find nopales where you are located? Again, nopales is cactus, the big cactus. And I think I'll come back on and share with you some of the goodies and what we're doing inside, what we're going to be exploring inside of the Flower Fit community. In that community, we're coming together around greetings. We're coming together around an activity, right? So it's life coaching. It's all geared towards healthy lifestyle and good decisions, right? Good decisions. Those are those defining moments where we make a decision that we could sabotage the whole trajectory of our lives. And sometimes, especially for my younger flowers, in those defining moments when it's time to make a decision, which way should I go? What should I do? We take the advice of pop culture or somebody that's not in a really wisdom position in the lunchroom or not where you want to be, and it can change the whole trajectory of our lives and future generations. So we want to support each other in making good decisions, right? So we can neutralize some of that stinking thinking. So feel free to contact me if you're interested in getting an application for the Flower Fit community. That is personal. You see how you have these little trolls and random energy here? It's a private platform, so you can share pictures of your food, ask your questions. Yeah, get on that healthy lifestyle. It's supporting that lifestyle, getting into action around the things we say that we value. So y'all create a great day on purpose, and I will see you soon. And let me know if you have any questions about whole living foods in the hood for those people that have purchased the guide. Hit me up on the email. All right, see you soon.